I'm Mark Ellis. I am Director of Voyaging Experiences here at the Polynesian Culture Center. The importance of voyaging for me in the traditional sense is that if we didn't have these canoes, we wouldn't be able to get to these islands. So some people will say if we didn't have voyaging canoes and we didn't do navigation, we wouldn't have Hawaiians because we would probably never gotten to these islands. Now, that's in a traditional setting. Now, in a modern setting, why is voyaging so important? For me, voyaging is so important, not because we need to find new islands, but sometimes it will help us find and reach some mythical islands or some goals that we have. And so for me, when I use voyaging, I use it as a metaphor. As my ancestors voyaged, they would look to the celestial objects. They would memorize and look to the sea. They would also memorize the patterns of birds. Now, when I use the voyaging in my daily life, I use it when I'm setting goals. Those goals become my island. Those birds or the currents, they all become different things that help me reach my goal. When I look for people to help me out, they might be something similar to a star. So they'll help me out to get there. In voyaging, we learn that we do three things. We observe nature and everything around us. From those observations, we make choices. How are we going to do things? Whether we're going to set the sails or steer a certain way, or if I'm going to do something else, move people around on the canoe. But from those choices, we make two decisions. And those two decisions are at sunrise and sunset. And those decisions are, where are we on the face of the earth and where are we going? Now, if we apply that as a metaphor into our lives, we can observe, like I talked about earlier. We can also make choices, and hopefully they're really good choices. And then we make those decisions of where are we and where are we heading. We can also apply it to what is our purpose and what is our identity in life. So that's why for me, voyaging is still very relevant in the modern day. Going on deep sea voyaging canoes like Iosepa and Hokulea or other canoes throughout Pacific, when you're on the canoe, you become one with the canoe and you become one with your crew members. So you really have to learn that working together. You also have to learn that whatever we have on the canoe is what we have. So you learn about sustainability. You don't waste a lot of things. We don't have a lot of fresh water on the canoe. Any fresh water we have is what we bring with us, or if we are making some. And so it's really, you get an understanding and appreciation of all the resources that we have, and you tend not to waste things. And then when you come back to land, you see all these resources, and then you kind of think about it. Do I take a long shower or do I take a short shower? Because I remember on the canoe, I had a salt water shower, and so it was such a blessing to have a freshwater shower. So a lot of these things are very applicable when we come back in this modern day, even when we're doing it like our ancestors.